Most of us know that collagen is a key player protein in allowing our skin to maintain a youthful appearance throughout our lives. But many people don't really understand the intricacies of collagen as an essential protein for the skin. How do we get collagen into our skin? Can we have it absorbed through the skin? Can we get it through our diet? Can we get it through supplements? What in-office and at-home treatments can we do to boost our collagen stores? And what type of difference will that make in different stages of our life? After watching this video, hopefully you'll have a better understanding of collagen banking, collagen boosting treatments, and what collagen actually is and what it does for the skin. There's a ton of misconceptions out there about collagen boosting treatments, and fake science, marketing, sponsored content, and you name it. So I want to be a source of truth and reason for you guys as a board-certified, fellowship-trained cosmetic dermatologist with non-sponsored content and just based on anecdotal real-life results, based on science, and based on what I see in my office day in and day out in my almost 20 years of practice. My name is Dr. Stephanie Kappel, and I'm a board-certified dermatologist and fellowship-trained aesthetic and cosmetic dermatologist here to supply you guys with honest and true, science-based, non-sponsored content in a world that's full of misleading misconceptions, fake science, sponsored content, and very clickbait education. So hopefully after watching this video, you'll understand how collagen performs in the skin, the structural support that it gives for the skin, and at any age, how we can maintain our collagen stores to maintain a youthful look. And at 47 years old now, I can look back and see the treatments that I did early in my 20s and my 30s for collagen banking before it was even a thing. So back in the early 2000s, I learned about collagen banking in one of my biochemistry lectures, and I really thought to myself, man, dermatology really is a cool specialty, and I want to go to medical school and become a dermatologist so that I can do these collagen banking procedures and maintain a youthful appearance over time by inducing skin's natural regenerative processes to maintain a youthful appearance over a lifetime without surgery and without other extreme types of procedures that you could do in the office. And now that I'm in my late 40s, I can look back and see that things that I did earlier on in my life and habits that I adapted into my skincare regimen have really paid off now. So back before it was even trending, back before it was even a thing, collagen banking has always been something that I've been a believer in and would like to educate my patients about how collagen banking works and the essential key concepts of collagen and how to maintain healthy skin over a lifetime and have beautiful skin at every age. So going back to our biochemistry and molecular biology lectures, what is collagen? So collagen is an essential extracellular matrix protein that exists in the skin. It exists in the dermis of the skin, which is the second layer of the skin, and that is the area of skin that gives skin its structural support. It gives a bouncy, smooth contour. Babies and kids have a ton of extracellular matrix proteins, which are comprised of collagen, elastin, and then glycosaminoglycans and other sugars, ground substance of our skin, that we start to lose as we gain wisdom and have birthdays. And our fibroblast cells and our cells stop producing as much of it over time. Meanwhile, you're also compounding it with collagen loss from environmental factors, blue light from our devices, sun exposure, and environmental toxins and pollutants and things that we encounter over a lifetime that break down our collagen, mixed with the fact that our skin is decreasing the amount that is producing collagen, and that's what can age us. That's what causes skin laxity, thinning of the skin, marionette lines, nasolabial folds, jowls, skin laxity, and so forth. So understanding how collagen is a key component of the skin and understanding what we can do to boost collagen stores, whether it's through our diet, through our skincare products, through in-office treatments, and even things that we can do at home, will help increase collagen stores so that as we lose 10% of collagen each decade, we're kind of staying ahead of the curve and being more proactive, not reactive when it comes to keeping a youthful skin and youthful appearance over a lifetime. So looking at the molecular configuration of collagen as an extracellular matrix protein in the skin, and in English what that means, the structural support protein in the skin that gives skin that turgor, is comprised of amino acids. It's glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. And they're chains of amino acids that when are in a triple helix, they're wrapped around in a triple helix configuration, and you have multiple helices of these collagen amino acid chains, it makes a collagen fiber. When you look at the skin under a microscope, and this came from years of me being a Mohs micrographic skin cancer surgeon, when I look at skin under the microscope every day while I was curing cancer, but I would see, how does a 60-year-old have the collagen density of a 30-year-old? Let me look at her chart and see what she's been doing. Oh, Fraxel, Thermage, she's using tretinoin. And I really was intrigued by looking at my patient's skin, not just at the skin cancer that I was clearing. Once the margins were clear, I would look at their skin, and I would look at the dermis and the papillary dermis and the reticular dermis. I'd look at the epidermis. I'd look at what types of cells were in the dermis. And I would be really intrigued by patients who are older chronologically than their histologic skin age. And what that means is that as you get older, the skin looks different under the microscope. As we gain wisdom and have birthdays or we age, we lose all that collagen. But for my patients who were doing collagen boosting treatments and collagen banking, they histologically, meaning cellularly, under the microscope had more youthful skin, which correlated with what I saw in clinic visibly, grossly, looking at patients' skin. They looked younger in person, and they looked younger under the microscope too. So this was early on in my career. I've always been double board certified in Mohs micrographic surgery and aesthetics, but this is when I started being more interested in aesthetics because it was really fascinating to me how you could see at a cellular level the treatments and the effect that it was having on the skin on a cellular level, which correlated to what we were seeing clinically. And that was really, really intriguing to me. And for myself, as I mentioned before, doing Fraxel under my eyes since the age of 22, doing Thermage on 4 times in my lifetime. I'm 47 now. I did it at age 30, 35, 40, and 45. I was collagen banking, and I knew later on in life it would pay off. And I feel like now that I'm older, I don't really do as many procedures, but I'm kind of riding off of what I did when I was in my younger years. Now I'm too busy with my kids and work and my career and lecturing and making YouTube videos for you guys. I actually don't do as many aesthetic procedures as I did when I was younger, but I feel like that's paid off. Now, that's not to say if you're just getting started and you're in your 50s or your 60s, it's never too late. The skin is a very dynamic, responsive organ system that responds to stimulus. So whether it's a Fraxel laser or radio frequency from a Thermage, or it's a tretinoin that's upregulating your signal transduction cascades in your skin that are going to increase your cell proliferation of, or cell production of collagen, it's all going to result in smooth, tighter, more youthful skin. So youthful skin appearance is chock full of collagen stores. Under the microscope, collagen are these big, thick, very pink, very structurally robust proteins that are in the skin. And if you look at someone who's older or somebody who's same age equivalent but has had a lot more sun exposure, those collagen fibers look fried and frizzled and fragmented and dysfunctional. You can see under the microscope when someone's had a Fraxel laser or an office procedure that's going to increase collagen stores and their skin looks better. Under the microscope, that collagen gets converted from the degraded, dysfunctional collagen that's not really providing a lot of structural support to the skin to this chunky, thick, pink collagen, which is giving skin that beautiful, smooth, bouncy contour. Now, it's sad to say, but there's a natural decline in collagen. We lose about 1% of collagen each year. I remember I cried when I heard that in my biochemistry lecture when I was in my first year of medical school. But we also lose 10% of our collagen each decade. So biostimulatory treatments or collagen banking treatments, which upregulate your skin cells' ability to make extra stores of collagen, put you in a good position and put you ahead of the curve. So as we enter those decades where we're losing collagen, you're increasing your reserves. So you're essentially staying in one place, or you're staying ahead of the curve to where you're being proactive, not reactive. And that's the true meaning of anti-aging. Instead of letting something happen and then reversing it later, building up your collagen stores so as you enter these decades where you're going to be losing collagen with age, with menopause, with environmental stressors and factors, cortisol level, environmental toxins and pollutants, blue light from our devices, we're being proactive in stimulating collagen synthesis at the same pace as we're losing it, or hopefully, depending on your age and your skin type, you're increasing your collagen stores faster than you're losing them. That's the key to a youthful skin over a lifetime. So the visible signs of aging, which correlate with under the microscope, histologically and cellularly, you have a depletion of your collagen, and clinically what that looks like is sagging skin, laxity, acne scars that you had before that become more pronounced. Your pore size gets larger as your pores get stretched out because the thickness of the dermis starts to diminish. Asymmetry that you may have had earlier on in your youth starts to become more exacerbated as you gain wisdom and have birthdays. The bony structures of the face and the skull become more prominent because we're losing that volume and we're losing that structural support of the collagen in our skin. So anything that we could do to naturally enhance your body's ability to produce collagen, in my opinion, as a dermatologist and as a patient who does these procedures on myself, I feel it has much better longevity with more natural looking results. And so what are collagen boosting treatments and what does collagen banking mean? Collagen banking are proactive preventative treatments that you could do, even if you're doing them later on in your later years and you're reversing some changes, that's okay too. Anything that's going to build collagen in your skin is going to help offset the changes that we see as we gain wisdom and have birthdays. So things like biostimulatory fillers like Sculptra, which is polylactic acid, which stimulates your fibroblasts, the collagen producing cells to make more collagen in the skin, which results last about every 2 years, is a really great approach to being proactive in increasing collagen stores, and can also give a beautiful aesthetic result when you're doing Sculptra in the mid-face to kind of lift, tighten, and pull on lower face laxity, adding a little bit of global volumization in the face, but you're also increasing collagen stores. Same thing as energy-based devices. Now, not all energy-based devices are created equal. I'm a big proponent of Thermage. We do it a different way in the office. We use the updated software and the updated platform with providers who are very well versed in how radio frequency and energy-based devices work on the skin. So, I think that if you see mixed reviews on some of these energy-based devices, it's usually an old refurbished machine that's in a med spa with an extender who really doesn't know what he or she is doing or doesn't have the proper training. You won't get the same results, and those are sometimes the negative comments that you can see in reviews online. But for the most part, especially in my office, Thermage, which is an energy-based device which puts heat in the form of radio frequency to the skin to stimulate your body's own regenerative processes to make collagen, gives beautiful, long-lasting results. Again, I had my Thermage treatment when I was 30, 35, 40, and 45, and now 47. I'm really glad that I did, and it's something that I'll probably continue to do every 5 years. It's a one-time treatment. You basically just do it once, and the results last about 5 years because the half-life of the collagen that gets stimulated by these treatments lasts about that long. And it's only one treatment that's needed. There's not a risk of hyperpigmentation or any other side effects that you sometimes have to worry about with laser and other in-office devices as well. But it's one of the best things you can do to collagen bank to either tighten lower face laxity, tighten under eyes, tighten upper eyelids, or to be proactive and to set yourself up to be in a good position to where as you start to lose more collagen as you get older, you're kind of building up your reserves. And that's what we call collagen banking, and Thermage is one of my favorite treatments for it. Again, I'm not sponsored by the company. I don't work for Solta, which is the manufacturer of Thermage, but I really just pound for pound, I've used them all. And if something better comes along and I like it, I will recommend that treatment, whatever's best for my patients. And so that's one of my favorite treatments for collagen baking to help maintain a youthful appearance over a lifetime. So also skincare actives that are going to increase collagen in your skincare regimen. Now, it doesn't have to be medical grade skincare products, although, some people say that that's not really a medical term, and it's not. It's more of a marketing term. But medical grade, in my opinion, definitely sets itself apart from other non-medical grade skincare products because of the vehicle delivery systems, the innovation, the technology, and the whole reason why I launched my own skincare line, MD Air, is because I had a lot of big pharma companies asking to recruit me as a dermatologist to formulate with them. But when I pushed them to have more innovative technology, better vehicle delivery systems, more potent actives that may be a little bit more expensive regarding production, they wanted to cut corners. And so I wanted to have something that was safe and reliable for my patients to use, that I would know that it'd be the most innovative technology without cutting costs, without cutting corners, and without having to look up to big pharma to produce a skincare line for my patients to use without having to worry about the formula being changed for a lower cost of goods. So the reason why I engineered MD Air was because I wanted to have skincare products for my patients that were going to upregulate collagen synthesis and do all the things in the skin that we want to achieve for a more youthful, more healthy skin outcome. So that said, other active ingredients that are going to upregulate collagen synthesis, tretinoin is prescription strength. It's one of the tried and true actives in dermatology. A lot of influencers or people that are on YouTube who may not have an educational background or board certification in dermatology will say misconception, points about tretinoin, like it thins the skin. It can be further from the opposite. It thickens the dermis where the collagen upregulation is, and that's what gives a more youthful appearance. Tretinoin for sure. Any vitamin A derivative, even retinol, retinaldehyde, tazarotene, vitamin C, antioxidants upregulate the synthesis of collagen. Also a lot of alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids, glycolic acid, lactic acid. These are all active ingredients that when incorporated into a skincare regimen can upregulate collagen synthesis. So we've already talked about biostimulatory injectables like Sculptra, Thermage, skincare active ingredients that are going to upregulate collagen synthesis. There's other things like peels and lasers. You know, I'm a big proponent of Fraxel lasers, CO2, even Clear and Brilliant. And some of my patients who are in their 6th and 7th decades in life, my patients in their 60s and 70s who have beautiful baby skin, I always ask, what have you been doing your whole life? Because I know we didn't have a lot of the treatments back in the day that you had when you were younger that allowed you to have beautiful skin now. And it's usually Fraxel, laser, resurfacing lasers year after year over time. You know, Fraxel was available in the 90s, and I feel that my patients who do a Fraxel once a year have increased collagen stores and just have that beautiful, youthful looking skin that doesn't require makeup and doesn't show signs of collagen loss because they're offsetting the, you know, lack of production of collagen by upregulating their skin's ability to do so. So I think Fraxel laser is one of the best things overall that you can do as well. Or another resurfacing laser, it could be Halo, it could be many different options out there, but doing laser resurfacing, energy-based devices, and biostimulatory injectables is really, really important for collagen productivity. So there's other treatments too. There's so many that we can mention, but I feel like those are the 3 cornerstones of in-office procedures that you can do to upregulate collagen synthesis in the skin for beautiful, bouncy, youthful skin over a lifetime. Now, other things that we can do at home, including supplements with collagen peptides. Collagen peptides can be tricky. Now, you can also get collagen building blocks in bone broth and in food, but when you get them from a collagen supplement, it is the exact amino acids that you need for collagen synthesis without kind of the extra building blocks that may not be as necessary. Also, the bioavailability of a collagen supplement is very important because in order for the collagen peptide building blocks to get to the skin where they're utilized to make collagen, it has to be absorbed through the GI tract. It needs to be ingested, it needs to be taken through the GI tract, through the bloodstream, get absorbed, which we call bioavailability, and it needs to be shunted to the skin. As these building blocks are getting absorbed through the gut or through the GI tract, it's going to be shunted to the bone, to the cartilage, to the eye, to the hair, to the skin, many different places. But when you compound taking collagen peptides in any form, and again, I'm not sponsored, so I'm not going to recommend one brand over another, but if there's a collagen peptide that you prefer and that you're using day in and day out, and you compound that with getting an in-office procedure or using stimulating actives in your skincare regimen, it's going to shunt more of those collagen peptide building blocks to the skin because your cells are going to be upregulated to pull more out of the bloodstream because they're upregulated to making more collagen. So proline, hydroxyproline, glycine, the collagen building blocks are really important. But again, you have to check the bioavailability, and you have to go, with a brand that doesn't have heavy metals and other toxins in it as well. And there's a big debate between marine and bovine collagen. I did a video several months ago where I was basically promoting more marine collagen because at the time that was kind of more recommended collagen peptide brand by most physicians. But then I attended one of my academic meetings and the data shifted to more bovine collagen. So the data can change, and it's all based on anecdotal data and randomized controlled trials. But the proof is in the pudding, you guys. And I always say that if you're using a collagen peptide supplement, give it about a month. If you see a difference in your skin, then you know that it's working. If you don't notice a difference, it's time to let it go and try something else, because it's really hard to study this and do randomized controlled trials investigating the bioavailability of collagen peptides. But we can buy whatever collagen peptide we think is best based on our research. Again, I love Vital Proteins. I personally use it and I recommend it for my patients. I'm not sponsored by that company, but I really do think that they have the most anecdotal data supporting it. In all of our forums and our academic meetings, most other dermatologists recommend that brand as well. But there's other brands that are probably out there, maybe smaller companies that have great results too. So we can use this platform also to exchange ideas and compare different collagen peptide supplements that we're using. But that's the key to increasing collagen stores and maintaining them over a lifetime. Biostimulatory treatments or products, ingesting collagen peptides, stimulating your body and your skin to make more collagen, and then preserving the collagen that you have. Wearing your sunscreen every day. I mean, I know I'm neurotic and I'm a dermatologist, but I even wear my sunscreen when I go out at night. Even if I go to the gym at night, the fluorescent lights can break down our collagen. Blue light emitted from our devices. I change the settings on my phone to make sure I'm not getting too much blue light and HEV light exposure on my skin day in and day out. Wearing sunscreen not only protects your collagen breakdown from the ultraviolet light, or from blue light from our devices, but also the environmental toxins and pollutants that are in the air that are bouncing bouncing around free radicals and breaking up your collagen. So you want to protect the collagen you have, induce your skin to make more collagen so you have reserves, and then do things at home like using good skincare actives to increase your collagen stores over a lifetime. And those are the three components to maintaining healthy skin over a lifetime, and collagen banking and increasing collagen stores is pretty much the most powerful thing that you can do to maintain a youthful look over a lifetime. Okay, so common collagen myths. I'm too young to worry about this. You can never start too soon. Of course, I probably wouldn't recommend before 20, but I have to say that in age 22, I started Fraxeling under my eyes when I started to notice little fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes. Now, I know a lot of people may have negative things to say about that, but I've always been very captivated and interested in skin health, and aesthetics. And so as a young 20-something-year-old, I was doing a lot of these inadvertent, unintentional anti-aging treatments on myself, more because I was practicing on myself. But I do feel that starting at an earlier age, you can increase your collagen stores to put you in a better position in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. Another myth is that it's too late for me. I'm far too gone, and that's not true. If you're in your 60s or 70s and are just new to the skincare game and just starting to dabble into maybe getting an aesthetic procedure like a laser or a Fraxel or a Thermage, it's never too late. The skin is a very dynamic organ system. It responds to stimulus. If you're in the sun, you're gonna get a sunburn. If you're getting a Fraxel, you're gonna stimulate collagen. If you're eating badly and not getting a lot of sleep, your cortisol levels are up, it's gonna take an effect on you, and you're gonna look tired and you're gonna look weathered. Your skin is always responsive to the environmental and endogenous stimulus that you're encountering on a day-to-day basis. So it's true to say that if you're in your 60s or 70s, you spent a lifetime in the sun and you've neglected your skin up to this point, we can definitely turn things around. We can definitely start you on some skincare actives that's going to help rejuvenate your skin. We can get you into doing a laser treatment that will help rejuvenate your skin and wake your skin cells up to produce collagen and act and behave younger like it did years before. So it's never too late. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Another misconception is only in-office expensive procedures work, and that can be farther from the truth. You guys, even if you just get a generic tretinoin prescription and use it once a week and use it with some sunscreen, you're gonna increase your collagen stores way more than you would if you didn't do either sunscreen or tretinoin. And that, for people on a budget, is one of the best things you can do to help maintain your collagen stores over a lifetime. Also, eating clean, getting plenty of sleep, exercising, all these things come into play. Our skin is an outward representation of our internal health. So the more you exercise, you go to the gym, you get enough sleep, your cortisol levels are gonna decrease. With your cortisol levels decreasing, you're gonna have decreased breakdown of collagen, which is gonna over time increase your collagen stores. So just maintaining a healthy lifestyle, wearing some sunscreen, and if I could convince you to use a little bit of tretinoin or skincare actives that are gonna upregulate collagen synthesis, that's one of the most minimal things that you can do. So you don't have to be in the office getting a Fraxel once a year or getting a Thermage every 5 years, but just knowing what you can do and what you're able to do can make a huge impact on your skin long term. Another misconception is it's already too late. I'm too late. I already have wrinkles. We can definitely turn things around. I've had people who've had nothing but nonstop chronic sun exposure. We live in Orange County. We live on the beach. There's a lot of sun exposure and sun damage out here. And I've transformed people's skin, later on in their later years to help rejuvenate their skin, reverse the sun damage. And not only do they look and feel better with more youthful looking skin, but their skin cancer incidence has decreased dramatically. And there's been studies to show that. And we know that because anecdotally, we see that every day in our office. Now, I wanted to add in one fun fact, and this is what my mentor, who's a world-renowned laser specialist, taught me in fellowship, and I'll never forget it, and it is true. When you're looking at collagen in the skin, you have multiple types of collagen. If you look at something like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a syndrome with there's multiple defects in multiple different types of collagen, there's certain collagen types in the skin, and for the most part, types 1 and 5 are the most predominant in the skin. Now, if you look at babies, or if you look at scars, or if you look in areas where there's wound healing, there's a different type of collagen called collagen type 3. Babies and kids have a ton of it. That's why their skin feels squishy. Like I always am pinching my kids' cheeks. They have a ton of type 3 collagen, and you start to lose that as you get older, and you have also types 1 and 5. Now, when you do an in-office treatment, for example, like an energy-based device like Thermage, it increases your type 3 collagen, which is a different type of collagen. And the cool thing is that the melting point of that collagen is lower than endogenous collagen that exists in our skin. And in English, what that that means is the collagen that gets stimulated is a little bit different than the collagen that's already existing in our skin for the better. Meaning, with every subsequent treatment, it's more responsive because the melting point of that collagen is lower. So if someone has 3 Thermage treatments and by the time they're 50, they have their 4th one versus a 50-year-old who's never had a Thermage treatment, the person who's had more treatments leading up to that point will be exquisitely more sensitive to subsequent treatments. Now, that's not to say if you've never had a treatment and you're 50 or 60 years old, it's too late. Absolutely go for it, because when you're 55 or 65, you'll respond better to your second treatment than you would if you never had the treatment before. But the way that it works is it cross-links existing collagen, and it also upregulates fibroblast production of new collagen, which is what gives you that 5-year duration of your results. But the cross-linking of the existing collagen is more profound once you've done the treatment to subsequent treatments. It's kind of like working out. If someone's been working out their entire life and they do one gym session, they're gonna get more out of that one gym session than someone who's going to the gym for the first time, because their bodies and their muscles are conditioned to it. Your skin is the same way. It's conditioned to it. It's more receptive to stimulus and more receptive to treatments when you've had, years and years before preceding a procedure with, response to treatments. Your skin just becomes more adaptable and more responsive to treatments as, you accumulate more over a lifetime. And that's something that I've learned, as a practicing dermatologist, but also as a patient doing these procedures on myself. Okay, guys, now that I've armed you with this information, hopefully you're ready to do collagen baking treatments or at-home habits that you can increase your collagen stores. I've also done some other previous videos on collagen baking and collagen stimulating treatments if you want to refer to those. Be sure to hit the like button and share this video with anyone who would find it useful. And as always, thank you for joining me and for your support.